Sunday, which was a strange deal, meeting the day before school starts, just because normally, that's you've really trained all summer, but you really have that opening camp meeting, and for us to do it the day before school was kind of strange, but we had just tried to get guys in once we, of course, found out where we were with the NCAA, et cetera. And, we ended up with about 32 guys, a mixture of, scholarship and non-scholarship walk-ons. And, a good group of guys that were with us last year. A good number of them, not all of them obviously were from last year, but most of them were guys that we knew and really just trying to help bring our culture back. We thought we really had a great culture going, a family aspect was really strong here, and I think that was what we wanted to make sure that these guys help as guys come in, showing them how we do things. So it was a good meeting. We started training on Monday. Guys are doing really good, and obviously there's still always some paperwork to be done, but we've got almost every one of them out there training, and they're working hard.
What were your thoughts with your 2015 team? Maybe something that Tennessee was supposed to expect to play this week going into the first game. What's your thoughts on that, on the 2015 team?
I think for one, for us, we really were already getting excited about where we were headed. Our recruiting was really just going terrific. We had, I would say, most of our team coming back. So between that and really how well our recruiting was going, and of course you don't know until you had gotten to signing day, et cetera, but was really excited about the guys we were on and had visited and had committed to us. And I really think we were about to change, just for sure physically, kind of what we look like. And most of our guys were back, so we would have been excited. Now going to Tennessee and playing those guys and everything I've seen Coach Jones do. I think they're taking a lot of steps to get better. And so I think it would have been a huge test for us. I do feel like we would have went out and competed very well. We did that last year at Mississippi State early on. But who knows? It's all speculation right now, but I do know they were obviously picked to, I see where they're picked to finish very high and a lot of big-time expectations for them as well.
Do you know Coach Jones any from, I guess, the coaching ranks? Do you know him at all?
I don't. I know a lot. I know a lot of guys, and for some reason, I guess our paths have never crossed. But just kind of watching him from afar and how he does things, and his energy, and it looks to me like he's a lot like the way we are, and that he likes to do a lot of cutting-edge things and a lot of energy and excitement and enthusiasm. And so I really like how he runs his program.
With Coach Jones, I don't know you as much as the previous UAB coaches that I knew, but I do see a lot of Coach Jones in you, and I see a lot of Bill Clark and Coach Jones, and it would have been a great first game. And I will say this, covering Tennessee and being around Coach Jones in the program, it's like you said, recruiting-wise, it has helped out with him a lot. And one of the big benefits for that is the new indoor practice facility that Tennessee's had the last couple of years. So that's really benefited him on the recruiting trail. And with the talks of going for the indoor facility at UAB, what's your thoughts on the new practice field that a former Tennessee Volunteer, Mark Ingram, has proposed?
That was one of Mark's big strengths, was that he's a facilities guy, and that's such a big factor in recruiting. I look at it two ways. Number one, it gets the guys in the door, but I'm an old strength and speed coach back from the 80s, and my dad was a high school coach, and being a high school coach myself for a number of years, you took what you had and you tried to make it to be the best it could be. And whether it was coming here last year at UAB or Jacksonville State or starting at South Alabama, we had to take and I always say maybe less and make more with it. And so when you have those facilities, specifically indoor training areas, and that's a big deal to me. That's going to help take what you have and make it better. So you're dealing with a recruiting situation and a training situation.
Going back to last year, 2014, you did play Mississippi State and you did play Arkansas. You actually put more yards on Arkansas than Texas did against Arkansas in the bowl game that they had. Your thoughts on the two SEC teams? I mean, especially Arkansas with what they like to do with the physical run game.
Well, I think early on against Mississippi State, it was really a good time for us. We were coming off a good win against Troy, and we played an FCS opponent the next week, so we were able to really put more into that game. Arkansas for us, and I'm not saying they didn't against us. They had SEC teams surrounding us, but we were really beat up going into that game, and we did not even put the pads on, not even shoulder pads that week. So it took us about a half to probably make up for my coaching there to try to keep us from getting hurt, because we had a big game the next week. But wow, were they were just so big and physical, and they do some really different things on their offense, which is kind of old school, is the two tights and multiple tight end formations. It's kind of different with all of us doing the spread and different teams doing the spread. So it's harder to defend, but both teams were great. Obviously, Mississippi State was number one for a number of weeks, and it was definitely a challenge to go on the road and play in both their home stadiums.
Last thing, Coach, J.J. Nelson, when you first took the job, you went through spring ball. Did you know you had something there? Because really, J.J. really took off from sophomore to junior year, and just the evolution of him being a receiver and then also a kick returner. Did you know pretty much right off the bat you had something special there?
Yeah, we knew what his vertical threats were. I did not know. I don't think there was any way to know what a great kickoff returner he is. I mean, and really to have a gift at that, he became an even better receiver. Loved to have had him even longer, but his receiving ability, I thought, just kept getting better every day. But his kickoff returns, I've never seen anybody that could do what he does, because it's not just a speed thing for him. It's it's attacking and staying in bounds, and every return he's trying to score. So I had just not been around and seen anybody on kickoff returns quite like him. And, everything I see what he's doing with Arizona is really going really well. He's a great kid.
Well, Coach, I do appreciate you talking about what you may have in 2015, going back, looking at 14, and just really the building blocks going forward. I'm excited. I love UAB. It's my school, and I'm just excited that they could even farther.
Well, I appreciate it. Anytime you need me, just holler, and if you're in town, come see me.